Previously on Talk That Talk.
I do think they have a lack of reverence for the organization and the people that upheld it prior to them being either initiated or either being interested, like Larry said. Like one thing that I always was taught, I pledged 5 million out for spring '08. And Chris Mitchell is a brother that plays by himself, great saxophone player. He always told me, you always want to leave the chapter better than what you found it. And some people had to go through some things to ensure that the chapter survived. And so one thing that I see is sometimes you have to pay homage and respect of the people whose name you called to cross. And so when you have those opportunities at homecoming at different events and whatnot, it's out of respect to be like, hey, brother, I see you with that shirt on. Hey, like, who are you? When did you come? Or I came in, spring blood. Hey, man, hey, brothers, this is brother such and such from, such and such year. I've been at probates and I've seen chapter brothers like walk past brothers and like not even acknowledge them, and them boys feel like, hey, like I'm in this thing, like who are you? So what you crossed in 99? Like it don't matter, it was different in 99. It's like even like honestly, if you look just in the free world, sometimes you may see another brother with a shirt on and he see you nod your head. Now you supposed to walk up and talk to each other, and because you went through and should have experienced the same thing. I see a bigger disconnect with more Greek life as time progressed. But as for me, as being an alpha or even being a symphonian, bro, it's like you owe it to speak to those people and acknowledge those people that came in before you, just like the Marching Storm. I'm pretty sure it's like that with the Legion and y'all other organization. When you see somebody that came in before, you held it down till I got to it. And then, God be willing that it will be continued passed on. But I see a lot of disrespect from the newer generation. Also, lack of discretion.
Yes.
Like a lack of discretion. It's like it was to a point where people shouldn't even know what you wanted to pledge unless you really knew that they wanted to pledge.
So hold up, I don't want to stop you, but you always do this, Quan. You do.
He's going to the next topic.
It's the
that
Holy
was already
Spirit.
a topic, man.
It's the Holy Spirit.
That was already a topic.
Come on, God.
So
Right.
So look, let me just, because I want you to finish. I want you to finish your thought, but since that was already a topic, then let's just go into the next topic. So let me do my whole thing, and then we'll go.
Can I say one thing first?
Yeah.
And this might be controversial, but Quan, I can't speak for nobody else, but part of that is their fault, but part of it is not. Somewhere that was passed down to us to have that reverence, to appreciate people who kept the chapter going in order for it to be here, for you to have an opportunity to participate in it. Somewhere along the way, I can only speak for my chapter, that was lost. And there became this mentality of, we here now, what we say goes, don't nobody else matter. And I can't speak for anywhere else, but that happened here. And so trying to address that now is an uphill battle. But part of it is their fault because they don't want to embrace it. But if that had been continued to be passed down, we might not even be here.
Yeah, I agree. I could say with the band fraternity with Kappa Kappa Psi, our biggest thing when being initiated is learning the lineage. We spend a lot of time learning the lineage of the chapter, meaning you learn the line name and you learn the names on the line, and you have to memorize them. So you may not never meet some of those guys, but a lot of them you will meet, and they'll say their name, and you'll be amazed how much it lights a brother up when they say who they are and you tell them the year and they number that they crossed. That's a brotherhood, and he'll bond with you forever, but he also know that you were quote unquote made right, and y'all can continue to build from that. Now you go on the college campus, and I could be wearing a frat shirt and say, hey, I'm such and such, and they won't even know who I am. Or, I mess with my brother a lot. I mess with Deontay a whole lot, but, I'll ask an alpha, hey, you know this guy, he's this year. They were like, nah, I don't know. And I just called on the phone like, man, hey, these guys, they don't know you, man. You must not done something right. But you know, same goes to fraternity I'm in as well.
But you know, but you know, CB, a lot of that goes to the time frame of pledging too. Like we know back in the day, like we could kind of get away with certain things. Like when I pledged Fire Me Alpha, bro, I was online because I was a TikTok. We was online 8 weeks, 7 days, and if I had my watch 9, 10, you know, we can keep going. But like we was when they was like, hey, approve, hey, probate, you was on that time frame. And I don't know how it is at other campuses, if they have, you know, a set time or if it's, you know, when the organization says you can cross.
Well,
But
that's also what your neophyte year is for. You know, you really
yeah,
have to embrace what a neo is, and your chapter and the fraternities need to embrace what a neo actually means. You don't stop ever pledging. I mean, technically, I'm still pledging my fraternity. I pledge with financially, and I give them money every year. And when they need my time and services, I provide that to them. So the pledging process doesn't necessarily stop. It's another process. The initiation process is time, but the pledging process never stops. And that's what probably needs to become the mantra and mindset again.